Okay. Um, Good afternoon, good evening, all. This is Bala signing on for SMW Academy, and today's session is for talk about um, primarily how we can use AI, artificial intelligence, for doing a stock analysis is the topic that we are going to discuss. Before we go into details, we are going to discuss some individual stocks and how we can generate some of those reports, right? If you have any questions, clarification in terms of this, please feel free to raise your hands and we can stop and go through those questions. And before another request is, please check the disclaimer because I'm not a SEBi registered analyst. The discussions that we are taking on particular stocks or any of those is not a recommendation or a suggestion. If you would like to take this as a recommendation, please feel free to SEBi registered analyst or financial advisor to make any investments. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is a disclaimer that I have just talked about. Um, On to the next slide. That's about the artificial intelligence. We are going to primarily look into two main things. One is ChatGPT and NotebookLM. Um, Most of you might have using these tools for various other purposes, or if not, well and good. You don't need to have um, depth knowledge about scripting, all that. This can be used in a regular neutral language and the usual like a chat. How do you do with the other person? You can chat and get some responses. Okay, that's how I am using it, and I'm going to share the I'm doing with the chat GPT or notebook LM, so that similar exercise you can use it and get benefited by analyzing some of those which you use it for day-to-day purposes as well. Okay, so that's the idea. And chat GPT and notebook LM, you have the premium subscription as well, but I have not subscribed for it. With that itself, you will be able to generate reports to an extent what we wanted to do. Okay, and mostly the intel what we get it from some of these websites like Trendline or Screener, which is what we are going to give us an input for this one, and we are going to ask these to generate the report or in a more appealing way so that we will be able to um, understand the reports more easy as visually. Okay, so that's the idea of using the AI. So I'll give a pause here to see if you have any questions or clarification. We move on to the details of those. Okay, no questions, then I'm moving on to the next slide. Okay, so today we are going to see mostly on the details of how and what tools that we are going to discuss and how we can use this effectively to generate the reports. Okay, so ChatGPT is one which I'm going to discuss, and the Notebook LM, and the last one is Train Trade Brains. That is another AI which we are going to use for our analysis. Okay, and these can be used to a more extensive way, more advanced methodology as well, but you may have to subscribe for a premium subscription, and then you may have to use some logic so that you will be able to get a desired output. Okay, that is also possible. There are various videos in YouTube as well. If you can see, you can do a workflow so that um, all the um, research reports which is received from various organizations, that can also be analyzed and given a feedback as a summary so that you can utilize that for your investments or trading decisions. Okay, that is also possible. So first example, we are going to look into a chat GPT. Hope you have seen the some of the updates that I've shared in the last analysis with respect to the HBL Engineering Limited. So what we usually do with respect to analyzing a stock, first we need to do a fundamental analysis and the technical analysis. For doing that, if you wanted to do analyze technical, then you can go into the chart in the trading view, and then you can do the analysis. So similarly, after, if you don't understand where is the support or resistances, then it will be difficult for you to understand from the charts. So for that also you can use the chat gpt by taking the screenshot of what is there in the trading view, and then you can ask or query the chat gpt to give a response back to you. The more appropriate prompts that you ask, the response from the chat gpt is more accurate. Okay, it will predict and give the responses based on the details that you are going to share. Okay, that's how it is going to be. And um, one example which I have given based on the fundamental analysis which we have done for the HBL Engineering Limited, and you could see the responses, the query that I have made. Fundamental analysis of the HBL Engineering Limited based on the screenshot provided data, which is nothing but the data which I have structured in the um, screener.in, so that it is more clear in terms of what all the metrics that I use to analyze fundamentally. That is the screenshot which I have given, and I given a prompt asking it to analyze the screenshot which I have given. Okay, similar way we are going to do that exercise to understand what responses we are going to get. So right hand side you can see the results which is given, based on which it very clearly indicates that what is the P ratio, and it also give a summary or interpretation of what it means. It is also given clearly. So it gives a color coding and a very logical representation of what it represents to. So you'll be able to make a um, your viewpoint before you make an investment. Okay, it's 2 minutes of exercise, so that you'll, even if you don't know how to do fundamentally detailed analysis, if you put these details into the chat gpt or notebook lm or any other ai tools, that will help you to depict it with the rationale behind what is that it means. Okay, that's what you're seeing in the screen up front now. We will do that exercise by doing one or two stock analysis, so that you will also feel okay, this is the approach. If you don't understand what is the p ratio, peg ratio, or pb ratio, all this are freely available as a fundamental analysis matrices, which you need to go through that. This is the basics of doing an analysis of a stock market. Okay, or of any particular stock. And for that reason you need to understand it. You have I have also recorded some videos, you can take a look, but it is very much needed in terms of understanding why we are doing this analysis. Okay, so first fundamental analysis, that gives a very clear indication what is in, and what parameters that we have considered from the screenshot. Is it relevant, is it making any sense for an investment, or it is anything we have to be cautious before we make any investments. That's what it gives, right? So very strong profitability, ROE, all these details, it is giving us a positive and concerns as well. Okay, now we can go into the chat GPT. Okay, and we can see how we can analyze one of the stock. Okay, before we do, any specific stock that you wanted to recommend, or any questions that you have?
No questions, Bala. Can we check for NH?
What is that stock?
NH is the name. Narayana Hridayalaya. This hospital sectors, yeah. Healthcare.
NH. Narayana Iridalaya is the stock.
Yeah, this is the one, Bala. Yeah, we can check how. Yeah. Yes, yeah, but it is loading little bit slow. Some lag is there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably. I believe I have opened a lot of applications in my system. Right now, it is struggling to
Okay,
perform.
yeah, got it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a stock that you wanted to analyze. Okay, one thing what you can do is um, you can take this one. Okay, I'm taking the
Yeah.
screener as an input, and we can go and analyze into the chat GPT. Okay, that is one option. And simply by giving the screenshot, you can also do it. But what right now I'm doing is I'm trying to put this particular um, web URL, okay, and then I'm going to prompt.
Bala, you got a paid subscription for Screener. I see some additional information showing up. Is it a paid
No, no, no,
subscription? Or?
it's not a paid subscription. You can customize it.
Okay.
You don't need to do
Okay.
a paid subscription for doing that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will
Got
let you
it.
know by end of the session how to do that. Huh?
Sure.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
can you please what I heard from some of the articles, most of them asking, can you please. So now the AI tools are um, feeling how to represent or how to interpret the please.
Bala, I think we lost you. Audio.
Audio is not there, is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it is there. Yeah.
Okay, is this so when we prompt the chat GPT or any AI tool, um, we were used to an habit of please analyze, please. So it tools are thinking how to interpret the please, because we are
Okay.
very much used to ask please and ask the question.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that is one thing which I could read from some of the articles. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to prompt analyze the stock fundamentally. Okay. Okay. So and these chat GPT or the notebook LM are having a very limited. If you can use for a 5 or 6, then it will say your end of your this one. So you can probably use two different mail IDs to register it to continue the session, or other thing is you at least your prompt should comprises everything. That's what you are seeing the problem. don't know what's the problem with this one. I'll refresh this. I don't know, my response or processing time is too much. That's why. Trying to run again. Let's see. So in the meanwhile, probably we are using these for analysis. It will take a bit of a time to respond back. In the meanwhile, I will show you how to get additional things. Somebody has asked me whether the screener.in is an paid subscription. It's not. You have an option called edit ratios. Okay. So I customized it based on what I needed for analyzing. So mostly you could have seen in our chat group that we'll be using some fundamental analysis things like basic things, which I'm just bringing that. I don't know whether it will be loading. Not come up. Let's see whether at least it's still loading. I don't know. Why taking time? Because I'm giving the entire URL to be validated. It is failed. Just give the screenshot so that it will be at least able to respond.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another ID which I'm going to use now. Okay, take a screenshot of that particular talk. Just bear with me. I'm having a bit of lag with the system. That's why it's taking time to open the snipper till it is coming up. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of that and use another ID so that we will ask. Let's see. Was the result? Are you looking for a long-term growth or investment? It is asking some of these questions. Tolerance. So if you take this question, are you looking for a long-term value investing,
Yeah, we can, yeah, long term something. Yeah.
long-term growth, medium? Okay. Are you comparing this with? We'll say yes. Just we'll see how it.
Yes.
This is something I usually share it in our group, talking about current ratio, quick ratio, debt to equity ratio. So these will try to find benchmark against some of the stocks that we analyze. Okay, so based on that, we have um, what I have done is I have basically done the addition of all some of those. You could see current ratio, quick ratio, and I have given a benchmark ratios for that, which you can use it so that it will be easy to which is within the intrinsic value is very closer, then it will be closer to the intrinsic value. Similarly, price to book is 11.2, which is way higher. So like that, we have some benchmark against some of that, based on which we will come to a quick conclusion. But it is limited to a certain limit. Beyond that, it will not allow you to add more. Okay, you can search here what you wanted to. Let's say um, uh, EBITDA. Then it will give you options what EBITDA you wanted to add specifically for 5 years or something like that. Then you can choose from here. Okay, um, cash flow, for example. So what is the cash flow that you are looking for? Like that, you can select specifically, and if you can add that, then save, then it will give you the similar. Um, ratios expected results or in a card. Okay, it will display all the ones which you have selected, and it has a limitation. You will not be able to add beyond 15 or something. Suggestion has been completed. Let's see, it's in the other, still running. The it's still searching for the information, still running through. In the meanwhile, we will also start the another one with the other ID, so that I will try to give a technical analysis. Probably you can also use a technical analysis of a particular stock. Um, I use trading view. So basically, uh, from the trading view, you can use some of the stocks to analyze. Let's say JSW Infra. Um, okay, and you can put your own thoughts, okay, and you can analyze it. Um, okay, indicators, so that it will be visible only with drawings. So you can put all your analysis. If you know, you can plot it. If not, you can just simply take resistance, or what is the supply and demand zone. It will try to give you a response from the chat GPT itself. Okay, so trying to make a screenshot of it. Let's go to another chat GPT and ask. I think very badly, my internet is slow today.
Yeah, I just installed and then tried Bala with URL. URL also it is coming fine. The
Uh,
pros, cons, and everything is coming fine in
yeah,
ChatGPT. Yeah.
yeah. For
Only
me,
thing
the
is, I'm not able to directly paste the screenshot. I think it is asking you to upload, but with URL it is coming up.
okay, yeah. Both URL or even this one is you can able to do it. Um, my system is slow and it is taking time. Otherwise, this is not the regular ID which I use it to analyze. The other one usually it will be quick, but just because um, the slowness, I'm to show that representation here. Otherwise, the paste will also work. I don't know whether copy paste is not working, is what you're saying. Screenshot.
Yeah, I'm not able to directly paste the image. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe system limitation.
Analyze this chart. Just giving an exit. See what it comes back. Meanwhile, whether it is doing lot of research. As you can see, there is one another example which I wanted to show you all, but I don't know whether it is so extensively um, taking time. Let's see whether at least a couple of more examples which will be easy. Um, Okay, this comes with the response. Okay, so I just put the screenshot of the JSW infra with the daily chart, which it is correct, symmetrical triangle or last few weeks. So it gives, because I draw the pattern, it is able to represent saying that it is a symmetrical triangle. So based on this, it is giving the price action is something within the symmetrical triangle formed by close resistance, which it is showing. Because I have drawn that particular pattern here, it is giving a specific update about the pattern, and based on that, it also represents what's the trend line support for this particular share, which is between 288 and 290 is the trend line support, and what is the resistance on the top line. So based on the chart which I have given, it is saying what is the support and resistance for it. Okay, so it is saying watch for a breakout, breakdown confirmation, wait for the strong candle outside the triangle with the volume of confirmation. So it is also giving you what what you have to wait, and when do you have to take. Okay, when it breaks below this particular levels, that's when to, um, whether you want to take an investment, um, or a short, that you can decide from this analysis which it gives. Okay, basically you can further query that would you like a short term or a long term trading strategy based on this setup. I'm just giving yes. Okay, see, these are very high harmful tools, but we are just using for our basic analysis. What can be, how can be utilized? Okay, so how can we utilize for our trading strategies? So basically, it is capable to give lot of information, but how we interpret and use it for our investment, it matters. So if you blindly see some of the stocks, then you may not be able to understand what technically, then for you it will be helpful for you to come and give those details into this chat gpt, so that will predict a pattern and come and give you a high level summary, so that will help you to understand. Hope this is clear.
Well, one question here, the additional questions that is the ChatGPT is asking because of your paid subscription, because I'm not getting when I put it in the regular ChatGPT
No,
web page.
I'm not using any paid subscription.
Oh, here also you're not using. Okay.
I'm not using, and move another ID and paste the outcome of it and try to query on top of it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
and basically,
And if
it's right, then this will prompt you more questions. It will
mhm.
come with
Yeah,
options.
yeah, that's correct.
It will learn from
Okay.
how
Like,
you are thinking. Okay, that's the specialty of the AI
mhm.
tools. If you start more probing with the relevant topics, then it will give you similar questions of prompts. It will come for a suggestion.
Okay. Mm. And if
Okay,
you don't give the trend line, I think you've drawn the trend line, right? Without trend line also, if you upload an image, it will give you that number, breakout
correct,
and
correct.
this.
It will
That's
give.
up.
So since I have
Okay.
given a pattern here, so it is talking about pattern and that resistance line. Even if you don't give, it will automatically say, you can ask the chat GPT to predict the pattern. Then it will give you what pattern it has formed now.
Mhm. Okay.
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 So hope
Thanks.
this is at a high level which I wanted to share you. Probably there are lot of things which you can do with the chat GPT, in terms of you can ask this one to write a code for you. Okay, it can help to um, predict a pattern in which the particular stock is trading, or what could be over a period the stock has done. Those type of analysis can also be done by using these chat gpt and all. Okay, so if you're a stock analyst, then probably you might need a subscription where you can do much more things. But for me, I'm just a part-time on the stock market. So for me, just an analysis at, if I find some stock, I just wanted to cross validate based on what I analyze and what is the quick summary. That's where I will use this. Okay. Maximum one or two stocks which I will do an analysis on a day, then probably more than enough. I need a subscription. Okay. Is it useful?
Yes, Bala. For
Yeah.
me, at least, I use ChatGPT for normal stuff. But this technical analysis one I learned today. And if you upload a screenshot of, any stock, technical or fundamental, it is providing the clear picture. Okay, so that is new. I think we need to explore more. Yeah.
Yes, you can use it for multiple. See, this is one example which I've given. Um, so you can use a similar approach. Okay, you can even attach a file and ask, can you interpret that? That is something which we are going to look at as a next example in Notebook LM. Okay, so
You mean the annual report or balance
anything,
sheets, those kind of things also it
yes,
will do. Okay. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Even you
Okay.
can use
Okay.
it
Yeah.
here as well, but for a
Okay.
comparison, another one we are going to check in the Notebook LM. Okay. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
now, now you know the ChatGPT can be used for doing a AI-based analysis, and you can go to an extent to further query, train the model, and ask for further detailed updates as well. See, simply you can ask multiple questions. Can you suggest um, good stocks from sector, healthcare sector? Okay, it will give a lot of updates. Okay, but how specific is your prompt, based on which it will refine and give you a more detailed, more concentrated outcome. Okay, so if you give a healthcare sector, so if you customize your requirement, and your prompt should be very appropriate to the ask, then it will give you a very crisp related answers. Okay, so let it do further. Certainly here are some related healthcare stocks. In the meanwhile, with a short of time, I will just go to the next topic. So this is something notebook LM. Okay, wherein it will be a very useful one. Okay, I'm is a green ply is one of the uh, stock which I've taken into an account and uploaded the report and asked for a response which it has given. Similar way, we can use it stocks report, and we'll see if it make any suggestion. Okay, so what I example stocks that you wanted to review? Probably I don't know whether the trend line has that particular report. I will go to trend line and see if there is any reports available. I'm just bringing up a trend line here for you. So okay, here you have a lot of reports coming on regularly. It could be um, research reports, all that you can check. So within that, let's say Indus Bank. Okay, any other specific stock you wanted to check? Any stock name?
Oh, well, let's go with IndusInd itself. Yeah.
IndusInd. Okay, so we'll download the. This is a report. Okay, and this is something which is published by should download. Let me download this PDF. This is the report which is published for IndusInd. Okay, so this is done by the EMKY. That's the company which has done the report. So I'm just going to download this one. I think my system is dying. That's the reason. It's very slow. Okay, I'll save this as, this is a LNT Finance, is it? We have wrongly downloaded this one.
I think there are about 13 pages
Yes.
in this.
Yeah.
Is this
L&T Finance. This one is
okay?
No, there are about 13 pages. I think IndusInd may be somewhere in the below.
Yeah. Okay, let me check whether it is the appropriate one, or I'll take IndusInd in. LNT Finance is what I've clicked, I believe, wrongly. Probably IndusInd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's take this. See, any tool that will do the job for us, but the only thing is whether um, how we are going to use. Um, uh, some of you, if you think we will get these straightforward, and may not, because um, that has the intelligence to run some exercise and come back to you. But um, it's up to you how you want to use that. Okay. And what do you expect from the tool? That is again an important one. So I have taken that one, add a source, upload a file. You can keep some in better way to drag and drop. Let me see if that came quickly. Okay, I've added the IndusInd report. Now I'm just going to take the similar prompt. I'm not going to type the prompt, so just going to use the similar prompt. And for this one, so it will go through this report. Okay, it does to summarize that report, but if you can look at, it will go to the summary report of that particular IndusInd, and it starts coming with the responses. Okay, it will be very crisp in terms of what the company is intended to do based on the report that was given, and based on what it is giving us an interpretation, it will give you in a summary lines. Okay, instead of reading the entire document, this will help you to go through in a one single documented update, and then you will be able to see.
Yeah. So it will be really helpful in case if you want to analyze a huge annual report, or that
Correct.
time, if you want to go for a crisp
Summaries.
outputs, then I think definitely we can. Yeah.
Correct. Apart from that, sometimes you get a
Can you show
DRHP.
the summary column? Where
Summary.
is the summary view?
This is a summary view. That report, if you take, okay, it will be of how many pages? Let's go and check the report.
Okay, so whatever is shown here is you're saying summary view.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
key
summary
points
of
and
key points and the summary of what it intended to do. Okay, financial
this.
position, it
Okay,
is
got
giving
it.
some of the points. But if you take that
Hmm.
PDF, that itself have a
Yeah,
lot
I
of,
understand. And report under multiple pages. Hmm.
yeah. Similarly,
Sure.
when there is a IPO coming in, right? By the time, if you wanted to analyze an DRHP or a RHP, it will be a 400 pages. Okay, any key areas that you wanted to analyze, if you add that DRHP file and ask whether that company has any criminal activities, whether that company has given a proper stake of their shares. So all those, if you properly do a prompting and ask for a response, then it will give you a crisp summary about that particular stock, which is about to be in listed in IPO. You know about DRHP, RHP, right? It will be having contains 400 pages or 300 pages. It is very difficult to go through each and every item of that page to come to an understanding before make any investments. There are YouTubers we will give their view, but if in turns you wanted to analyze, or if you wanted to give a quick one page summary out of it, then you prompt to this one, it will be able to go. If you download that PDF and add it here, it will be able to interpret and come back with the response. Okay, so with that you will be able to make a, and as I said before, these can be used extensively, but it can be a because of the limited ones, so you can use it for what purpose you are using it, based on which the responses or results will be accurate and appropriate. Even you can use these tools to write a code, okay, to write a code for your um, specific approach, how you want to um, create a, let's say, so since I have so some of these I have written the codes, okay, it will automatically show without the indicator. We have done some Pine scripting. Without the knowledge of a Pine script, I am able to write the code with the help of a chat GPT itself, okay, which will in terms try to give a response. You have to probably have to refine that, which will help you to automate some of the um, logics. Okay, so in a 5 minute short, probably it will give you. So this is some one of the example which we have written a code to with the help of a chat GPT to show whether you can enter a position on a daily basis, on an intraday basis also. You can say close the order here or buy here. Those type of coding wise, you can also write the um, from the chat GPT itself. You will be able to do that, or even using
So
AI
Bala,
tools.
if you
Yes,
upload this chart, will it draw the trend lines? I mean, the support line, these things, whatever we
yes,
try
yes.
to do in trading view,
Yeah, yeah.
the AI model will help to draw the line also.
It will. You don't need to give a
Okay.
line. You can ask it to give the trend line. For example, let me take a day chart without any drawings,
Hmm.
and I'll show you an example. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
remove drawings, which removes. I will hide the indicators. So just going to take an example for this particular stock and give a support and resistance. Not doing any oh my god. We'll go to ChatGPT. Still loading, it seems. Well, let me check if this one gives. Okay, it is taking 55 sources into account. Whether this one.
Notebook LM also takes image.
Yes, it does, but you have to give us an attachment as a file to that.
Oh, okay. In a Word document or something.
Yes. Let me paste here.
Okay.
Very badly crashing. So whether it will take as a screenshot, let's try. Not taking as a screenshot, we have to give us an input only here. I know for sure ChatGPT will be able to do, but the problem with that is it is crashing with multiple other things which is parallelly running. I don't know whether we will have a time to continue. It might drop. What I will do is I will do a quick video and send it across if that helps. Okay, let's see if it comes quickly.
Sure.
Well and good. My my bad. My system is very slow. That's the reason. Is the session ended or still it's stop sharing?